Following Illinois' thrilling 31-24 overtime victory against Nebraska at Memorial Stadium, both head coaches, Nebraska's Matt Rhule and Illinois' Bret Bielema, offered detailed reflections on the game, which was a key Big Ten conference opener for both teams. The matchup not only marked the start of conference play but was also a special occasion for Nebraska, celebrating its 400th consecutive sellout at Memorial Stadium, a streak that began on November 3, 1962. Matt Rhule's thoughts on the game. Despite the heart-wrenching loss, Nebraska head coach Matt Rhule was composed in his post-game press conference. He acknowledged the strong game plan executed by Illinois and highlighted that his team was well prepared for the challenge. The defeat dropped Nebraska's record in Big Ten openers to 6-8 since they joined the conference and put their overall season record at 3-1. Rhule made it clear that while the loss was painful, there were positives to take away from the game. He singled out his quarterback, praising his composure and development throughout the game. Rhule mentioned that despite the defeat, the team's young signal caller showed tremendous growth and would only continue to improve as the season progressed. Rhule expressed confidence that his quarterback had a bright future and emphasized that the headway being made, even in difficult losses, would benefit the team in the long run. "From what I've seen, he gets better every practice, every play. The good news, despite tonight's loss, is that Nebraska fans have a quarterback with immense potential," Rhule said, showing faith in his team's long-term development. He also recognized the contributions of his receivers and other offensive playmakers, despite the challenges Illinois' defense presented. Rhule's focus was not only on the individual performance of his quarterback but also on the team's resilience. While Nebraska failed to close out the game, Rhule believes that the team has the tools and mentality to bounce back. Nebraska now prepares to travel to West Lafayette to face the Purdue Boilermakers, where Rhule hopes the lessons from this hard-fought game will propel his team forward. Bret Bielema's reaction to the upset victory. On the other side, Illinois head coach Bret Bielema was brimming with pride after his team pulled off the overtime upset. In his post-game comments, Bielema expressed how pleased he was with his players and coaching staff for their hard work and execution on such a big stage. He noted that it was a special night for college football, with two ranked teams playing under the Friday night lights on national television. "I'm very excited for our players, our coaches, and our fan base," Bielema said. "To take part in something like tonight, under such a spotlight, and come out with a win against a great program like Nebraska, it's huge." Bielema commended Nebraska for maintaining the long-standing tradition of sellouts at Memorial Stadium, acknowledging that it's no easy feat to play in such an environment. He credited Nebraska's fanbase for their passionate support and understood the challenges his team would face in such an intense atmosphere. In terms of his own team, Bielema couldn't say enough about their perseverance. He praised his players for their humility, work ethic, and determination, all of which helped them to stay competitive and ultimately come out on top. The team's ability to remain disciplined, committing only 3 penalties in such a loud, high-pressure environment, was a point of pride for the Illinois coach. "We preached discipline all week," Bielema said, adding that their preparation in practice clearly paid off during the game. Illinois' defensive stand. Bielema also highlighted his team's defensive effort, especially in the second half. The Illini defense was particularly effective after halftime, bringing increased pressure and making key plays to stifle Nebraska's offense. Illinois defensive back Torrey Cox Jr.'s interception in the end zone was one of the game's pivotal moments, preventing Nebraska from gaining momentum. "Defensively, our guys really brought it in the second half," Bielema said. He acknowledged that Nebraska's quarterback was a strong player, but Illinois' ability to adjust and contain Nebraska's offense made the difference in the game. The defense applied consistent pressure and made crucial stops when it mattered most, including limiting Nebraska's scoring opportunities in overtime. Health. And looking ahead in terms of team health, Bielema was relieved that the Illini came out of the game relatively unscathed. Wide receiver Zachary Franklin was briefly sidelined but was cleared to return late in the game, though Illinois decided to stick with Malik Elzy for the closing moments. Tight end Tanner Arkin had a minor back issue but was also expected to recover quickly. As the team prepared to return to Champaign, Bielema looked ahead to the next big test, a matchup against Penn State at Beaver Stadium. He acknowledged that it would be another significant challenge for Illinois but was confident that his team's resilience would carry them forward. "This was a huge win for us, but now it's time to recover, put this one behind us, and focus on the next opportunity," Bielema said, showing that Illinois is eager to build on this victory as they march further into their Big Ten campaign. Final thoughts. The game marked a defining moment for both teams. For Nebraska, it was a reminder of the work still to be done under Matt Rhule's leadership, as they seek to build a consistent winning program. For Illinois, the victory was a testament to the progress they've made under Bret Bielema and their potential to make noise in the Big Ten this season. Both coaches showed great respect for each other and for the historic night at Memorial Stadium. While Nebraska will look to rebound, Illinois will aim to carry this momentum into another tough test at Penn State, with Bielema's team determined to keep proving themselves on the national stage.